Welcome, everyone. Oh, good. That's just a wonderful way to start the episode. Welcome, everyone, to Sins of the Mother, episode 6. Our, Jesus Christ, our playthrough of the Dawn of Flame Starfinder adventure path. I am your GM tonight, Austin, and we're joined with, by Brendan, Justin, Dylan, and Dalton. So we took some time off. We played some Halloween games. Somehow it's been 3 months though, and Halloween's only one day. So there's some math involved there. But we play Pathfinder every other week too. So hopefully we'll kind of get back on schedule here a little bit. Although there may be some more time off around the holidays. So, but regardless, um, we have a
Thinking
lot.
holidays.
Yeah, exactly. The worst. But no, so we have a lot of things to talk about to kind of catch ourselves back up. We're only 5 episodes into this campaign so far, so it shouldn't be terribly hard to kind of catch ourselves back up. But I wanted to start off with a Bant topic first. And since we're approaching the holiday season, I feel like it's always appropriate to do holiday themed Bant topics. What was a gift that you remember asking for Christmas that when you got, like, you remember you got it and it was just so exciting to get it? Maybe it wasn't the best gift that you ever got, but you remember, seeing the thing on TV or your friend had it or something. When you finally got it, just that core Christmas memory of waking up and getting one of those things that you wanted.
I immediately know my answer.
All right, go
Same.
for it.
My joke was, wait a minute, you guys are getting gifts?
Yeah. That's good.
Hey,
Look it up
wait
and
a
try it.
second.
Make sure I get the right one here. Which one was it? Okay, so whenever I was growing up, I was a little kid. I was really into Ratchet and Clank. Fucking loved Ratchet and Clank. I grew up PlayStation, so was always playing Ratchet and Clank. Played the first game, played the second game, loved them. And the third game, Up Your Arsenal, came out around Christmas, and I was asking for it. And literally, that was like I think the first or second gift I had, like, opened. And the second I opened it, I didn't give a flying buck about any of the other gifts. I was like, I am going in my room right now and playing this. Like, I do not care.
Remember the days whenever you could just pop in the CD of the game and just start playing it?
Yeah, you just go. It was already ready. You didn't have to download anything.
Yep.
Back in my day.
Back in my day, we just played it.
Yeah, that was by far, hands
the
down,
best
like
one?
the most excited I got about
That's a
opening
good
a
one.
present.
That's a good
Valid. Mine was a fish tank.
Okay.
It obviously wasn't set up whenever I got it, and my parents said it was because Santa didn't want the fish to freeze in the North Pole. But yeah, I was,
Smart.
I don't know, I was probably 10-ish years old, I think. And I had seen my aunt and uncle's, like, 100-gallon tank or something like that, and I just fell in love with it. And yeah, I got I don't know, I don't know if it was a 10 or a 20-gallon tank, but yeah, that was a big one for young Justin.
Yeah. Heck yeah. I can go.
Yeah, I don't know.
I can't remember what it was called. I'm pretty sure I've tried to Google it before and maybe have found it, but it was
It's
it
called
was
a poochie.
yeah, it
Mhm.
was
Yeah,
a
it's a little.
RC vehicle that they like kept having commercials for, and the commercials really sold me on it. But it was like an off-road RC vehicle that like turned into a ball, but then like the ball could also like the sides could like go from concave to like convex and come out and be like wheels that it could spin on either side. So it'd be like a ball or like out. It was like this monster looking thing. And they had to driving through mud and doing all sorts of stuff. And I just remember getting it and just thinking it was the cool, like driving over the trash from the presents and stuff that was still on the ground and being like, oh, look how sick this thing is, like driving over everything. So I remember that being a really, really exciting. I got a GameCube once. I didn't ask for a GameCube, but we got one as like the first console. I remember that being a lot of fun too. But like specifically remember asking for like this RC vehicle thing, like the Beast or something like that, is what it was called. But
Okay,
it was great.
I don't know if I ever
I-
remember seeing that. I
I
believe
remember
you.
that actually.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
I think I do vaguely remember that toy.
Yeah,
I could picture it in my head, but I
it's
can't.
like green, like almost like scaly,
Mhm.
like
Yeah.
reptilian almost. I think they had really good
Just,
marketing for it back in the day. So
Yeah, I'm probably remembering the marketing above everything else.
I
But
just remember like every RC vehicle I got was a disappointment compared to the commercials because it
Yeah,
couldn't
yeah,
do all the stuff that it did.
Oh yeah,
So I was
that's
like, I'd get like a plane and it'd like crash and you couldn't use it outside because it was too windy and it was just like, what is the point of having this then? Because I can't fly it around inside my house.
yeah. You could.
Duke Kaboom. Toy
Not
Story.
about that. I
could.
once got a boomerang for Christmas, and it was the most useless, awesome thing I
You
had.
have to have like a football field sized area to like effectively
Yeah, I
use
got
a
it
boomerang.
at my aunt's like ranch. We have a ranch out from Baldwin that has enough space, but
Yeah.
I could only use it there.
Dalton's house.
And even then,
Does
yeah,
it work?
Dalton's house. Yeah, they
Come
work
back to you?
if you throw it right. Yeah, I think I did it like a couple times.
Get the right angle.
Yeah.
But
I
that's
do remember
mine.
we threw that at Eli's house too, out on the golf course.
Oh, we did. We did. We
remember.
definitely
I
did
remember that.
Yeah, my boomerang. Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's good. Captain Boomerang.
No, mine's the Wii. We had a neighbor that had a Wii that I went over. I didn't know her at all. But her parents apparently went to our church, and so we knew them that way. But there was a couple months there where I was over there playing Wii, and then that Christmas we finally got our
Wii.
own.
We finally, yeah.
Yeah, we got our Wii. Thanks,
The
Santa.
Wii has arrived.
Thanks, Santa. Exactly. That's good.
Thanks, Santa. Yeah, all I'm coming up with are funny ones. I remember there.
Funny works.
We've got videos of most of our Christmas mornings because my mom just liked to have it all recorded. So there's one in particular that I remember. I opened up a Game Boy Advance game, and I had to explain to both of my parents how stupid they were because I did not have a Game Boy Advance. I had a Game Boy Color.
Mhm.
And they're just like, keep opening presents. And I'm just like, I can't even play this one. My whole Christmas is going to be ruined. And I'm like 7 years old. And so I'm just like explaining this to them. And they're just like, keep opening the presents, Brendan. Like, sit down. And I'm just like, oh, this is so dumb. Like, I can't, I'm so mad. I think it was like a combo of like Super Mario Land and some other game. Like, it was just like a couple of Mario games, like on one cartridge for the Game Boy Advance. And I was just like, oh, I just can't believe you made this mistake. And then, of course, like 3 presents down is this box. It's like the perfect shape for a Game Boy Advance. It's just sitting there. And I'm just like, oh, I can't believe it.
I do feel
Christmas.
like in those instances where it's like you're gonna be getting a Game Boy and then games, the parent should be like, "Hey, open this one first."
Yeah,
We did that
exactly.
once, and then every Christmas, even like this year, in a couple weeks, would like I have like 3 presents in front of me. I was like, "Is there an order that I should be opening these things in?" You know, like
I had a similar experience with my PlayStation 2 when I got it. I opened up a PS2 game, but I think I might have been a couple of years older than 7 because I knew immediately that I was getting a PS2.
Yeah,
He's just like, I gotta keep opening, and you're like, no, take turns, and they're like, no, you don't understand.
Got a new phone case that doesn't fit your current phone or whatever. It's just like, well, I wonder what I'm getting later. An avocado, thanks.
It's an avocado. Yeah, that was a pretty good one though.
Yeah, that was good.
I remember. Well, I said it was just Nicholas and I at home. So like whenever we got games, it was just like, all right, which ones are we doing? Which ones are we doing? Like which ones are we playing first? It was just like, all right, let's go downstairs. Anything 2-player automatically goes to the top of the list, you know, for like, and it's just like, so when we got, I think it was Modern Warfare 3 that lets you play like some of the old missions but co-op. You could do like I can't remember what it was called, but it was like a co-op mode where you could like play like wave after wave of enemies, or you could do old missions and stuff.
Yeah, Austin, you know.
Yeah, I know that one.
Yeah, so
it was their take on zombies, like the wave-based one, but it was people.
It's fun.
Yeah, that was good.
No, there's some
playing
good...
that in Branson. You remember that?
Yeah.
You remember that, Austin?
Oh my god, no, but yes.
You remember that?
Holy shit. That was
Memories,
fun.
man.
Yeah, that was good.
Literally, anytime I ever think of that, that's what I think of.
Yeah.
Like going
When
to
I think of
Branson.
zombies, I think annoying Dylan, and then now, yeah, when I think of that, I think
Yep.
Elena did Branson.
I go to Dylan's house to play
Play
zombies.
Yeah, play zombies.
Oh man,
It's great.
yeah, that's
You know, Austin, do you still have your stilts?
my
Those
jumping
like running
stilts?
stilts? Yeah.
They're upstairs. Yep. Actually, no, they're in
Nice.
the storage downstairs. And I've never gotten new grips on that, like or new padding on the bottom, like the grip. So one of them is
Mhm.
just like baby smooth. So it's just like you shouldn't wear these. It's like very dangerous.
Just put
Yeah,
duct
I
tape
still
on the
got 'em.
bottom of them.
I put them on once in Manhattan, I think. Like so, they definitely. I think I'm over the weight capacity for what they are because they're not made for like adults. But so they just bend a little bit more than they should. It's all right. But
You should
You
get
did
a
also
picture
get
of
them like
yourself.
10 years ago.
jumping stilts is
Yeah.
what they're called. Yeah.
I think so. But no, you should get a picture of yourself with them on for your Tinder profile.
Oh yeah, bitches love jumping still. Bitches love a
Mhm.
tall guy.
It's true. It's
Just
true.
I
a tall
just
guy.
don't. I just have pants on that are too long. It's like got a weird shape. It's like I got two calves.
You just need bell bottoms.
No, you need to just have normal pants and then just never acknowledge the stilts.
Or I
Like,
was
I'm
gonna say
just
you
too
could
tall. I don't know what you mean.
you could take the picture at an angle which doesn't include everything below your ankles.
It's just the middle part of me because my head's too tall. And yeah.
Mhm. Exactly.
Yeah, you next to the top of a tree.
It's huge.
Yes,
Okay.
I'm really this tall.
So
No, I have no health
potential
problems.
episode title: Yes, I'm really this tall.
One of those really big
Alright.
trench
So
coats.
I guess this is the 6th episode. I think we're
Episode
getting
6.
into.
We're here, yeah, episode 6. So, to run through a bit of a recap here, you guys were on a prison transport for reasons that we don't entirely know for all of you. There's kind of reasons that we talked about, but you were all on this prison transport that was headed to the what's the name of that space station? Anyway, the space station that's
Sunrise.
Sunrise. No, that's where we're at now. Doesn't matter. It's at the station that studies the portal. Maybe it is
Far
Sunrise
Station.
What's that? Oh yeah,
Is it Far Station?
Far Portal Station. Is where you guys were headed. You were headed there for some work. As part of your like prison deal, basically. You get there, all of a sudden, giant whale comes out of the portal that's being studied. No one there has any sort of combat experience at all. It's just a bunch of scientists. There's not really any ships there that are capable of going and doing anything. The ship that you guys
Classic.
came in on was capable of doing something. So you guys commandeered the ship because you're the captain that drove it, went off to the barn, wasn't caring about all the chaos that was going on. So you guys took the ship back, went out, fought this space whale because it was chasing another ship that came out too that you guys didn't recognize. Seemed like it was probably from some other place. Maybe the fire plane, I think, is kind of the conclusion that you came to. Fought the whale, beat the whale, boarded the ship, wanted to save the people that were on the ship, get on the ship, realize there's nobody else really on the ship. Bunch of rooms, you kind of cleared out all the rooms, fought some enemies, got some gear, gained some information about kind of who was on the ship. That was even just the start of our notes there. That that took quite a bit for you guys to kind of work your way through that ship. But you heard that hologram popped up, kind of gave you guys some information about seizing the burning mother. I don't know if you guys learned the person's name. You saw him disintegrate at the end, and you learned that was because of the collars. Because you fought someone that was wearing or you found a collar and a
His
pile
name
of
Tash?
dust. Tash, yeah, it was Tash. That's his
His name
name.
was
I didn't know
Tash.
if you guys
Yeah.
learned that.
We did.
Okay, perfect. So that kind of you gained all that information, dragged the ship back, and when you got back to the space station, they were like, "I can't believe you touched the stuff inside of there. That's okay. We're gonna send our scientists in to start looking into it. But by rule of salvage, this ship is actually your guys's now, although it's not flyable at all right now. So they were going to, like, in exchange for you letting them look through it and kind of study it for a while, you would eventually probably get to have the ship later down the line, which is great. And then you guys are kind of hanging out, trying to maybe get a second in to rest when all of a sudden there's like this. Let me scroll back so I can maybe describe this a little bit better. Yeah, you guys had like time to heal and that sort of thing, and then there was like shouting that echoed, alarms started screeching, researchers are running back and forth, and all of the station screens switched to the same image, which was the far portal and its orbit beginning to decay as like the structure, like the portal that the stuff came out of earlier, sunk down into the sun's corona. And so it like disappeared, and then everyone let's see. I think that's when everyone had basically like almost like a psychic attack. Like you saw all the Lashuntas like start screeching in pain, and you've known for a while that like they had like all of the Lashuntas that live on the sun or like live up in the station kind of always feel like this little bit of pain in the back of their head with their psychic abilities, but it's kind of just become like a normal thing. But this was like really, really intense all of a sudden. And when that happens, you know, the researchers kind of knew you at this point. So one of them, Therese, came up to you and was like, "You guys felt that, right?" She kind of explained the whole, you know, Lashuntas feel similar psychic pressure all the time, but never anywhere near that strong. And then obviously the portal just went for a dip. And she says, you know, and in my professional opinion, things have just gotten really, really weird. So her whole thing was they need everyone to know about this, which is why she suggested that you take her down to the Asana town so that she could go to the deep research or the deep deep something institute. I want to say it's DPI, but that just may be me lying. Let's see.
EPS?
I wrote, I have my notes on this page. Comedy. Dalton introduced second character. Deep Research Institute, I think. Anyway, you're going to this place that they need to know about this information. The psychic assault that happened, the thing falling in, you have the data because you're at a research station. You have that data. So Tress is like, you need to take me down here. So you do that. You go through. You have to get through. They're kind of. We had that whole comedy bit, which was just the fucking best of trying to get in, where I'm gonna have to call you back, that sort of thing. That whole bit. You guys landed at the station, which is what the map that we're showing now is. You get off, start leaving, and basically, we believed to be a like a station officer basically came up and was like, gonna go check out your ship to, you know, make sure that it was all cleared to land, that sort of thing. But it's kind of suspicious. You end up realizing that he's actually a con artist trying to steal your ship to get off of get out of Asana Town, and so you have a fight with him and his robot. Don't end up killing him. The robot goes down, but he's good. But you gain some information out of him where he's like, "I got to get out of here. Tension is really high. That psychic assault. You know, people aren't happy about that, and there's just like this weird military group that's kind of like taken over." You end up getting him arrested. And then kind of the end of the episode, you're leaving this area, you go through they have like these almost like railways, but they're like magical portals like between the bubbles because these are like bubbles on the sun. So you go through one, get to like the main Asana Town, which I can actually bring you guys to the map that shows you what Asana Town looks like and maybe gives you an idea of kind of what I mean. So you're kind of traveling between like the bottom section up or like north into the main of Asana Town. And once you do that, you see everyone's phones, screens, buzzers, that sort of things start beeping and buzzing. And I'm going to go ahead and read again what happens here, just because that's kind of the last thing that we left off on. So I want everyone to have that fresh in their mind, kind of what's going on. Actually, before I do that, I just re-listened to the episode. The other thing that happened was kind of as actually this happens afterwards. I'll tell you again afterwards. Justin did some stuff to try to gain some more information, so don't forget to mention that. So yeah, on the screen, like it's a slender, handsome Lashunta man wearing elegant dark armor sits in front of a flag bearing the silhouette of a Lashunta head atop a yellow sun. Citizens of Asana Town, he says, I am Zalen Trinipol. I don't know how to say my last name. Commander of the Sunrise Collective. I know many of you are still reeling from the recent psychic assault. You might be frightened or angry, and you're right to be so. For too long, the Lashuntas of the burning archipelago have suffered under the weight of an assault like this from unknown forces within the sun. Like you, I've lived with this invisible sword hovering our heads, while our so-called leaders allow outsiders to invade and threaten our city. But no longer. As of today, the Sunrise Collective has taken the mantle of your protectors, working even now to secure our borders. Together with our allies in the Brass Dragons, we have assumed control of the city from our council of do-nothing politicians, bureaucrats, and sycophants. We're putting new security procedures in place to protect our homes, our businesses, and our future. As part of these measures, travel to and from Asana Town has been canceled for the duration of the transition. Please comply with instructions from all collective troops. Thank you for your patience, as together we build a safer Asana Town. And the guy kind of like gives a very politician like smile and then winks out of existence. And you kind of see other people like kind of reacting to this. Some of them seem happy and like approving, others seem angry, others seem shocked, but you kind of get that this has created a wave of emotion throughout the people.
You said the travel is locked down.
Yep, the travel is locked
And
down. So the station that
and
you
is
guys
that-
just came through is basically being like locked up behind you.
Okay, so like we couldn't get back to our ship, basically.
You could try, but it
Right,
doesn't look like
but-
it looks like it's closed. Yep, it doesn't look like
Right,
they're letting
okay.
anyone through. So
I don't know why, but I am not relieved by that gentleman's proposal. I do not feel safer.
Yeah, I don't like not having an escape route.
So yeah, after that, Therese is just like, she's freaking out because of this. Although she doesn't think that she would be directly impacted. Like you can see already that there's kind of like a segregation of like other like species, other races, kind of already maybe being pushed around or like taken to certain places, like kind of gathered up. Maybe
there any
not.
Species in particular that are being
So
rounded up?
it's all of the outsiders. So the Lashuntas and the Ifrits are like good, but like anyone else, they're kind of maybe not doing anything too crazy yet. But like you could tell that those are the citizens that are more freaked out about that.
So
Xenophobia is heavy
Yeah.
in the air.
Yeah, it's
So
very heavy in there.
should we be concerned?
Yeah, so Therese is noticing what's happening, and she's
I
just
am
like,
neither an Ifrit or a Lashunta,
yeah, exactly.
but I could perhaps appear as one.
Yeah, so yeah, it's kind of up to you guys what you want to do. There's an opportunity here because things aren't too crazy yet to like do like some information gathering, but at the same time maybe be heading towards the location that you're supposed to be going to with Therese. So you are here to meet up. You're going to go to the Deep Research Institute, but you're here to meet up with Therese's contact first, who works there. And you learned on the ship, I didn't mention this in the recap, that the person that you're meeting is Nib's ex. So Nib's ex, or
Right.
Teresa's ex-girlfriend Nib is who you're here to meet. So I can pull up a picture again, just so you guys remember what Therese looks like. And then you haven't met Nib yet, so I won't show hers. But Therese looks like this.
And Sunny does have a subplot to understand what it was that broke them apart.
Okay, yeah.
I believe in the last one you said they were divorced, like they had been married. So
Yeah, I think that's correct. Yep. So you're
And
going
who is
to
this
her.
person?
Therese is the scientist that was
Okay.
on the portal station with you guys, has been traveling with you now. So you are following her to where you need to go. But again, like I said, there's like the news of this takeover is kind of like all over town, so it might be easy to gather information as you guys are moving. So normal information gathering checks are usually like diplomacy checks as you guys are kind of moving through the city. If you want to talk to people or like listen to people and see if there's any further information you can gather. You know, the guy at the spaceport kind of mentioned he could tell tensions were already getting high and he was trying to get out of here. And then what I was going to say earlier is, Justin, you reached out to your like kind of military contacts to see if anyone had been recruited to work here. He said none of them had, but they had heard of these brass dragons, and you maybe recognized the name but never did any like work or anything for them. Were the ones that are kind of taken over. So
What I know, from what I know of the brass dragons, is it like, are they bad news? Like one of those where it's like, oh yeah, you don't want to mess with them type of thing, or is it like
you can give
they're
me a
pretty
roll for that.
reasonable?
Yeah, you got
Okay.
you got a role that you think works. That's like your background, right? Isn't there a role for that in particular? I feel like you can roll your profession or my. Yeah, you could. Your profession's a plus.
Oh, profession is
It's just +0. So yeah, if you just want to give me a.
Okay.
Just a roll on that, just to see what kind of information maybe you knew or would know.
Yeah, for sure.
And everybody else kind of be looking through. If you want to do a diplomacy check, you can. If you think there's something else that your character would do that you can convince me also makes sense, I can potentially give you some information like that. But you guys are kind of moving.
17 on profession.
17? Okay.
Yes.
So yeah, you would know that the brass dragons are made up of people, notably Ifrits, from other like nearby bubbles of the corona. So and you know that they're a fairly standard mercenary group. There's nothing super special about them other than they have a unique area in which they operate, being like these burning god damn it, I need the word in front of me every time, otherwise I want to say it wrong. Archipelago. Because I was saying archipelago, and it's archipelago.
Correct.
Okay, got it. I just got to see it in front of me to see where the G is every time.
Yeah, like when you sing with no musical accompaniment.
Yeah, that's acapella.
It's hard.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So yeah, you nothing super special about them from that check, but you might be able to. Other people might be able to ask around to learn some information as well. So.
Yeah, I'll do a diplomacy check.
Okay.
See what's what. That is gonna be.
And I have to ask, who are you right now?
I am Sidmore. I'm the fox.
Okay, the fox. Because I was just going to say, I think that's what I remember you being. I'm going to pull up our character sheet real quick so everyone can get an up close look on the stream of what our characters look like again. We got Hyperion, Sunny, Sidmore, and Ace.
23.
23. Okay. So here's what you would know with the 23. So you would know that it seems like the officer in charge of the Brass Dragons has you're like talking to people on the street, and they mentioned that they like this officer just recently forced an Ifrit woman named Rej Vierna. Oh no, excuse me, Jesus Christ. The officer in charge is an Ifrit woman named Rej Vierna. Not, she doesn't force her something. That's the name of the force. So you know that also that the mercs in Asana Town are only a portion of the mercenaries company might, and that Rej is just an officer in the organization. So she's not like necessarily the head of it. She's just like the head of this sect. But
like
even
a squad leader or something.
Right, exactly. But even combined, the Brass Dragons and this Sunrise Collective are a meager force to control all of Asana Town. So there's not very many of them, so they might have a hard time actually trying to like fully take over. But this is like they've only sent whoever they is have only sent like some people to do this. Like the Sunrise Collective, along with the Brass Dragons, is actually like a much larger organization.
Can you say that name again? There's a woman?
Yeah, REJ space VIERNA, Rej Vierna.
Holy crap! I got that correct. Just
Nice.
guessing.
Yeah, she is an
And you said she's
woman.
second in command?
She's an Ifrit woman in charge of the Brass Dragon forces in Asana Town, but she's only
Okay.
like an officer in the greater organization, if that
Okay.
makes sense. So I will just peel the curtain back. There's successes for like 10, 15, 20, 25. So you would also get the other information. So I'm going to give you some more information here that you guys maybe, and I guess, does anyone else want to roll a diplomacy check here?
It wouldn't be diplomacy for me, it would be computers. But if I could do that, I would.
Yeah, I mean, you might be able to Google more information about these two groups, or see what people are talking about. I'm almost certain social media would exist at this point in time. So
All right. If I can do computers, it would be a 25.
okay, so I will give you all this information then. So you guys know, maybe from some tweets, some Facebook posts that you've seen, or not. It wouldn't be Facebook. It'd be Spacebook, and I don't know. Instead of Twitter, we could call it X or something stupid like that. You would know that the Sunrise Collective looks like they are attempting to, again, this just kind of happened, like you guys are walking, so maybe it's been 20, 30 minutes now, but it looks like the Sunrise Collective is trying to take control of, they call it the Horizon House. It's number 7 on the map, all the way there to the top right, which is the city's capital building. And that's located. That whole area the neighborhood is called the Clear Light, which is like that's the side bubble. And it looks like there's prisoners within. It's for all intents and purposes, a very January 6 situation here, because it looks like there's prisoners inside that are like city councilors within that building. Yeah, exactly. But you also know, between the two of you, that just in general, the Sunrise Collective is a fringe paramilitary group that has gained momentum lately, under the charismatic leadership of that individual in the announcement, which was Zalen Trinipol. You guys want that name spelled out too?
I've got Xalen.
It's
Nope.
Zeylan. Trinipol is Trinipol.
Sure.
So, and he seems like I was probably just using that psychic assault as an excuse to seize and imprison like the counselors and declare this kind of martial law. But it does look like you guys are just noticing that they're rounding up non-Lashunta undesirables, and it's not great.
Was Valen the one who did the psychic attack?
You don't know.
Or-
You just everyone
okay.
experienced the psychic attack. Again, all the Lashuntas or anyone that's psychically sensitive has kind of always felt that little bit of a general pressure. But this big
Zalen,
assault. Go ahead.
But Zalen used that attack to start
Yeah,
shit.
it seemed like that was like the kind of the spark that lit the fire, if that makes sense. Like kind of that was the moment or the opportunity that they were waiting for to kind of do something. Let me see if there's any other information here. Citizens have been instructed to treat the mercs as they would the Lashunta Collective soldiers, like the town's rightful police. But yeah, that's about it. That's about all the information that you guys gained from kind of walking down the street here. So you guys are headed towards. Let's see if this is on the map. Yeah. So you came in from the south here. You're kind of headed to number 1, which is the Bulwarks Plaza. So that's where you're going, because that's where the apartment is that you're staying at. That's where Nib lives. So as you guys are heading down, you've been talking to people, kind of seeing stuff going on. You're walking down the street on one side, and across the street, it looks like there's almost like a crowd of Lashuntas that have gathered. And in the center of like this gathering, there's like 2 armored Lashunta soldiers dragging a weeping Kasatha family out of an apartment. It looks like there's maybe 2 parents and a child. The crowd of onlookers seemed like kind of mixed opinions. Most seem to be shouting in protests, while others are kind of like almost eagerly picking through the household items, like looting them as they're being like ripped out of their home. It looks like there's a third soldier, which is like it looks like he's an Ifrit in dark armor. He's like throwing open the apartment's door. It looks like maybe one of the Kasatha is like attempting to resist, gets punched in the face. You know, you can kind of picture the situation. It's not unfortunately, not a uncommonly depicted situation here. The other adult like frantically covers the face of the soldier restraining and tears away, and the soldier turns around and tears away the mouth scarf of this Kasatha. And then the center of all this madness, there's the child is just like crying out and wailing for someone to help. So you've kind of seen some of this start to bubble up as you guys are walking down, but this situation does seem to have reached kind of a bigger moment here. You guys do anything? Just keep walking by. Need to get to where you're going, or kind of what are your thoughts with seeing this scene?
Ace wants to help, but like with all the shit going on, it's kind of one of those things where it's like you want to help, but if I get involved, then it's probably going to make things worse for not only us, but like everyone around.
Okay.
Sidmore will like look down the line, kind of like see if anybody was kind of like hesitant, and if anybody does kind of start to somewhat move forward, Sidmore will just kind of like put his hand up and be like, "If we are not getting paid to deal with their lives, then I do not see the point."
Oh wow! I thought I was gonna be the least moral of this group. I'll be real honest. It makes my circuits cringe a little. But if you want to walk by and leave the opportunity to get more loot, I guess we could just move on.
Sunny hasn't moved from the spot. He stopped and is still just staring at the family being ripped from their home. Just kind of just really sad.
I think seeing that, Ace will like go over to Sunny because you know, Ace has been in a little bit of combat and stuff, so he's seen how some of this stuff can. It's not new to him, but he'll go over to Sunny. Is this your first time seeing stuff like this? People being ripped from their homes?
I mean, I just happy to see a home, but this is
This
something
is
else
something
entirely.
else. Do we have that on the soundboard?
I don't
This
think
is
we have
something
any-
else.
This is something else. Oh, I need to have that one in there.
Write that
Great
down. Write
one.
that down.
That's a great one, actually. This is something else.
Sorry,
That'll
continue.
do it.
No, I just what do? We have to do something, no? We have
And-
the we
Well, and
can.
I think the other thing that like is holding Ace back is that since it's like outsiders are being seen as the enemy and being an outsider, like I feel like me walking up being like, you know, what's going on here? They're just gonna be like, get the fuck out of our face or we're gonna kill you type of thing.
If we just wait, this will happen to us. You see, you know.
Is it
It's
Is
them
it
now.
just
It'll
the
be us later.
is it just the few soldiers here, or are there like others?
Yeah,
Like
so it looks like there's like two of the like Sunrise Collective officers and maybe one of the Brass Dragons. It's kind of like by the darker armor set.
okay.
It is a relatively small group. We could probably take them, but there's nothing in the employee handbook about rescuing civilians from as prisoners of war.
Therese maybe would pipe in. She go, I don't know if violence is the answer, but we could try to just talk to them. Maybe we could just scare them away or convince them to go somewhere else. It's not worth it.
This kind of thing
I think-
happens all over the universe. But if this crew is determined, we can give it a shot. No shooting, though. Shooting words, maybe, yes, but no bullets.
How far away are they?
I'm glad you asked. Let me take you to the map.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
All right, so you guys are all right in here. You can see this okay, yeah?
Oh boy.
There across the street. You're surrounded by buildings here. You're like, you're kind of like on this sidewalk, and there's this main street
Mhm.
here. But this is where you're at. So
We have the power to do something. That means we have the
Yeah,
responsibility to do something.
I think Ace, he's
Wait, they're like
he's
right
gonna.
next to us?
They're across the street.
You're like you guys are walking
5 feet
down.
away?
Yeah.
15 feet away?
There's
15, yeah, 5, 10,
Yeah, 15. I think
10, 15,
I think
20.
Ace is gonna be trying to like he's gonna subtly check his reaction cannon and just be like everything ready, locked and loaded type thing. He's just gonna be like, ah, fuck, I'm probably gonna regret this. But yeah, he's gonna go ahead
It's-
and
Something worth
He's-
noting too, just because
The robot is gone.
Brendan and I talked about it this week, how it might not be innate knowledge for all of us about how many encounters you should be able to do before resting. Now, I'm
Mhm.
not saying that you guys shouldn't do this. Did one of you guys, Hyperion, did you move yourself? Oh, you fucking dipped. Okay.
Yeah, robot dip.
I'm not saying you shouldn't do this. I'm just saying that if you are weak or not weak, if you're low on equipment or low on ability, like it's worth talking about. So
Yeah.
it's worth taking
Well, and
that into
that's-
consideration as part of the conversation.
that's
Not-
definitely part of Ace's like hesitancy because yeah, he went down in that fight on the ship. I've got one resolve point. I'm
You
full
guys have
on
kind
health
of been
and
go,
stamina,
go, go.
but
Like you've got to be tired at this point. But
yeah, he's
Some
dragging
atrocities
ass,
going
but
on.
like yeah.
I'd like to point out that my resolve has never been stronger, but I am completely out of spells, so
I have one inhibitor left.
and again, like Therese said, there are God damn it, I'm not gonna ever
I
remember.
think-
Sidmore said, "Let's not shoot guns. Let's shoot words."
I
Yeah, no
cannot
bullets.
persuade them, so I will take my sniper rifle and I will be way over here.
So I
point before I leave.
Hmm.
I'm going to say, wait a minute. What's our signal for things are not going well?
if we start grabbing our guns, that's
I'll do it.
probably the signal.
If you grab your gun at all, I should open fire.
I mean, probably.
I think Ace just kind of looks at Sunny and like he is just feeling like he's not necessarily old, but he's definitely feeling old at the moment because he's so tired. But he's just gonna look at Sunny. He's like, I don't think we should kind of let this one go because sometimes in fights you have to pick your battles, and I think if we fight right now, we're only going to be hurting ourselves as well as those people.
Ace is right,
That
Sonny.
last fight really took a lot out of us.
If we continue to fight here, the entire station could come down upon. I'm getting more Russian. Sorry, hold on.
Yeah, slow down. You're rushing a bit.
Yes, I.
God damn it!
You're so funny.
I hate how quick you were with that.
If we start to attack, the entire station could come down upon us. It is
Uh,
I
not
guess
our
it can't
fault.
hurt to try to have a conversation with them. But again, that's not my forte. So I will be providing sniper support from across the street.
I mean,
Well-
realistically, what would we say? Please stop doing your job.
Right. And that's
Uh,
Ace could walk up and be like, "Hey, why are you taking these people out of their homes?" And they could just be like, "Fuck you," and shoot me in the face.
My commanding officer told me to. I don't know what to tell you. Like,
yeah,
all
I
right.
don't. It kills Ace because he want as a former soldier he he fought against this type of stuff, but like yeah, I these three we could probably take, but I have a feeling with all the shit that's going down, they could get reinforcements in no time flat.
Okay. Sonny, having his head now down and is very somber, finally just brings his chin back up and takes a breath and scans the three officers in front, like across the street, getting their information, getting the picture of their faces, everything, and
Okay.
saves it into his data pad.
Is that something that Ace can see that Sunny is doing?
Probably, yeah. I just do it real quick.
Yeah. Ace will kind of again pat Sunny on the shoulder, and he's like, "If and when we find them again, don't worry, I'll have your back, and I will help you take them out."
The long game. I understand.
Yes. They
Or
will
we
meet
could sell
justice.
that information for money. You never know.
That would be its own sort of justice.
Should we look for a place to rest then?
Yes, I think I could use a sit down.
Let's go to this little bugger's apartment. What was his name?
I need to
God.
recharge, if you know what I mean.
Yep. So yeah, if you guys are gonna leave this be, like you kind of see them get taken to the east, and you kind of draw the assumption here that they're being taken to that being taken somewhere. Maybe it's not the same place that you guys found out about earlier, but it kind of seemed like maybe you've seen somewhat similar situations. Maybe not to this extreme so far, but you've been seeing people being escorted to the same area more than once. So yeah, if you continue on, Teresa's like, oh, okay, all right, let's keep going. And you guys make your way. Let me take you back to this map here so you can continue to see. So that happened, somewhere between down at the entrance, headed up towards 1 to the Bulwarks Plaza. So you guys make your way to the apartment. And once you get there, you go to knock on the door. Like you kind of go up the stairs, get up to the thing, knock on the door, and no one answers. And Teresa's kind of like, "Hello, Nib, we're here." And like Nib isn't coming to the door. She's like, "No, I told her that I didn't have a key anymore, but I do." And she pulls out a key, swipes the door to walk in, and she's not there. You do not see Nib in this room at all.
Are there signs of a struggle?
You don't immediately see signs of a struggle, but then you do get a like Therese, like kind of as you guys enter, Therese gets a message that says, it's just a text, and it's from Nib. She's like, got rounded up at Checkpoint Labu. Don't worry about me.
We'll be
what
worried
else
about
is-
you.
Don't worry about me. I'll get myself out tomorrow. Things are crazy right now. See you soon. And Teresa's
That's
freaking
okay.
out. Like this is her ex. Like she is like just like freaking out. But she says,
How do you meant that see you soon? Like see you soon, or like see you soon, or like
it's a
see you
text. So
soon?
yeah, it's a see ya soon.
Yeah, but like like you
there's
can
no
kind of feel
exclamation point.
it, like,
So it's a see you
no
soon.
Oh shit.
Yeah, see you
okay.
soon.
Period.
Sorry, Tyrus.
Well, it seems like there's nothing we can do for now. We should just rest and ignore.
Well, she
the
did
imminent
say that things are not too crazy yet, so it might be worth dealing with this situation in the morning. So Tress is just like,
I'm
there's
already
not there's like one big bed in the back. There's a pull-out couch and a sofa. So yeah, you guys can find
on the big
places
bed
to
coming
sleep.
up.
I know you've I know you guys have had a long day. I apologize that I've kept you awake so long. I'm gonna see if I can't learn any more information about Nib. I'm not gonna leave the apartment. I'm just gonna get online. Maybe shoot her a text back, but I will see you guys in the morning if that's okay with you.
Sounds
What
good.
kind of shower washing products does Nib have?
The normal ones. I don't really know how to answer that. I'm sorry.
Well, some kind of interact with my fur in a very not normal way. I
Well,
need
her
to make
fur is
sure it stays
beautiful. Yeah,
silky and good.
her fur is always very well kept, so I'm sure it'll work just fine for yours too.
Sunny actually will pull out a conditioner that he likes to use for his
He
fur.
just carries his own conditioner with him.
Oh
Well,
yeah.
I have everything in my pack. It's all the like
Ooh.
the travel ones.
Maybe it's
All
a
very,
Maybelline.
very small. Is this your brand?
I have never seen it before. I would like to try it.
Mhm.
Squirt a little in my hand. I'll go try it out right now.
You can squirt it in your own hand. He just gives you the bottle.
Thank you very much.
Other than like locking the door, is there a way that we can secure this so that people couldn't
Can't, like,
get
break in?
in easily to the
You think
apartment?
you think you have a skill that would help with that? Or do you want to try to
Engineering.
engineer it shut more, or like maybe shove a door in the handle, or what were you thinking? Like, yeah, you can try to secure it as
Intimidate the
much as you
door into
can.
submission.
Well, I didn't know like if there was anything
There's like a
where
deadbolt,
y-
the
okay,
space
I
equivalent
didn't
of
know
a
if they had
deadbolt.
like
Yeah,
special kind of like extra locks other than
I
a
would say
deadbolt.
she lives in a fairly normal apartment, so no
Okay.
more than like a normal. There's a lock and maybe
Then yeah, I
a
would
space
probably
deadbolt.
just I think Ace would probably just be moving some heavier stuff in front of the door.
Okay,
I think it might be smart to still have some sort of a watch so that we're not all super groggy if someone starts pounding on the door.
sure.
But at least having that would at least buy us some time, I would hope.
Yeah. So you guys can sleep extra long, just so you get your full 8 in, along with having a watch if that's what you want to do.
Yeah.
There are
Um,
only four of us.
After his shower, Sidmore goes to Sunny. You know, it actually worked really well. Look at how clean my coat is.
Oh yes. Oh yes. Look, a twinkle. Oh, that actually
Hmm?
sparkled there. That was crazy.
You'll have to tell me where you got this product. It is very nice.
Yeah, it's just prisoner issued. Just the penitentiary.
Prison
They really know
conditioner.
how to take care of you there, don't they?
Well, they sure do. I'm quite the asset.
Ace kind of chimes in. He goes, "He put glitter in it. That's the secret."
Oh, I
I
thought I
think
was just becoming a
Hey,
vampire.
if it helps, the glitter really brings out your eyes.
Oh, thank you.
I think Hyperion is going to approach Ace, and he's going to be like, "Well, this is awkward, as I don't usually have to ask this, but I'm going to need to shut down, and I haven't done that around this particular group of people yet. So you'll notice that I turn into sort of like a little box, a little machine that can't defend itself, you see. So if you could just, I don't know, like stick it in a drawer or something and come get me in 8 hours, I would really appreciate it.
Can we plug you into the wall to make it go faster?
Oh my God, he heard me. I was talking
uh,
to Ace.
Ace will he'll kind of nod and how about I put you in? Would it be okay if I put you in my pack so that if we have to leave in a hurry, we don't have to worry about I don't know how long it takes you to get, and kind of like just
What's
gestures
your
at
boot up
his
cycle?
hologram body going, I don't know how long it takes you to get to this, but if we need to leave in a hurry, I would rather you not get left behind in a drawer.
I suppose that would be acceptable. It only takes approximately 3 or 4 seconds for me to reboot. I just have to be aware of what's going on.
That's good to know. Then I'll keep you someplace where you can come along if we need, but easily accessible so that we can wake you up.
That works for me. And then he just recedes into the box and just like is no longer part of the conversation.
Then it zooms in on the background, and Sunny and I are still having a conversation. Said, and that's why it's so glossy and clean.
Exactly.
Cool. All right. Is there anything else you guys want to do before going to bed?
Yeah, Sunny is going to just curl up, I guess, on a How many beds were there? Just one big bed and
One big bed,
couches.
like a pull-out couch, like a
All the
like a futon, maybe.
Mm.
All of
There's
my
enough
stuff's
for
already.
everyone to sleep, but maybe not enough for everyone to sleep super comfortably.
Sure.
I
Sure.
think Ace would probably get either the probably the pull-out couch, and
Two of you
it'll
could
be
probably
kind
sleep in a
of
bed, but
right
Therese,
next to the door as kind of like that for like if something is there, then he will definitely wake up and can start getting people going.
you're the John
Okay,
Wick
so
of
we
the
have a bed for everyone.
Yeah, you
Okay,
guys
I
should be
was thinking I was gonna have to curl up on a rug or something.
No, all right. So yeah, if you guys keep watch, the city doesn't really go to sleep necessarily. Like it's especially with the current state of things. So maybe you hear stuff
Or martial law.
outside.
I'll
Yeah,
do it.
the martial law is kind of keeping the city awake a little bit more than normal.
A
But
weird
nothing
vibe.
seems to disturb you guys. You're able to
Okay.
get through the night. So make sure everyone marks a long rest on their character sheet. And how are we looking?
Thank
Is
God.
everyone feeling happy and healthy now?
Happy and healthy.
Cool. All right.
And alive.
I don't know about happy, but healthy.
Good.
With all the shit going on, happy's
Ah.
not really a thing.
Yeah. When you guys finally get up, you find Therese, kind of maybe like sitting at the kitchen counter, like the table, in the kitchen, and it doesn't look like she got a lot of sleep last night. But once you guys kind of maybe come in there, she's like, "Oh, good, you're all awake now."
Hold on 1
I
second. I don't see any bacon, no eggs. What's going on?
is it? Oh, I'm sorry. There's
Usually the first person to wake up
there's
makes the cooking.
yeah.
Makes
I
eggs
don't
and
think we really
bacon.
have time to cook right now. There's cinnamon toast crunch and Cheerios in the cupboard, but we're out of milk.
Name
So sorry.
brand. The hologram starts just eating.
Just going right through it.
Can holograms eat?
I can choose to do so, though I get no benefit from
Holographic
doing so.
meatloaf.
You're like Cookie Monster.
Exactly.
Oh, no.
Put all those crumbs on the goddamn floor.
Just do it for the taste. She's like, I really think that we need to go. So where Nib's been taken, that's the Chickamauga Laboo, that's the old police station. I know Nib really well. She has a big mouth and kind of a
Oh.
lack of common sense, and that might get her killed. So
Oh.
I really think that we, or maybe you all, should go. I can show you where it's at. I'm happy to come with you, but I won't lie. I was very scared when we got off of the ship, and even more scared when those soldiers were ripping that family apart that you guys didn't do anything about. I don't think I'm not gonna be very good at combat. So I would love to stay here. Like I said, I'll come if you want me to, but I'm not gonna be of any use in any sort of a fight that you might get into.
Okay, yeah, hold on. Lack of common sense. Is Nibs a dumbass?
No, she just thinks she knows everything. She's very smart, very, very smart, but lacks common sense. You know the type.
Sonny's making notes in his why they broke up column.
Similar sees it and it's like, yeah,
that
that
makes
checks
sense.
out.
Yes, this is all coming together.
I don't think it will be that long of an investigation there, Sonny.
She's like, "Are you all willing to go do that? I can tell you where the checkpoint is. If you could just go and get her, please." The
Yeah, I'm
DCI.
starting to think I need to hear her side of the story now.
Yeah, well, I'm not sure I know what you mean by that, but I'm sure she
It's
would be
okay,
happy.
you'll figure it out.
The DCI would be very. It's the Deep Culture Institute. The Deep Culture
Culture.
Institute would be very grateful for getting her out. I think.
So how do you suggest we get her out? We just ask nicely?
I won't lie, that's really not my area of expertise at all. I would get there and scope it out and figure out a way to do what you need to do. I hope that helps.
So you are asking us to essentially have a prison break. And you don't know how to do it.
I don't know if that's what I would say. But I would like you to break her out or get her out diplomatically and bring her back here, please.
Oh, diplomatically. Oh, we
Or
got
diplomatic.
these.
I mean, I, 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 don't know. Whatever works for you, I guess. The
I'll
It
use my
sounds like
charm.
there are very few requirements for this job. But how good does it pay?
That is
Um,
true. Monday talks. God damn it, I keep going to Russian.
it's hard. You need
I'm
a
sorry, I
phrase.
didn't realize. Are you not supposed to be Russian?
No.
I have like 100 more credits. You guys took most of my money to the last time.
Oh no, we don't need it up front. I just want to be sure that we're going to be
Oh
compensated.
yeah.
For
You will
the...
be compensated absolutely. Plus,
Okay.
maybe there's stuff there, and maybe at the
Wait.
Deep Culture Institute you could gain knowledge. Knowledge is power, they say. You could learn all
You think
about
they'll
deep
just-
cultures.
I said, you think they'll just let us have whatever we want if we walk in and ask for a prisoner's release?
No, not necessarily, but I
Do
don't know.
you have anything we could use to barter?
And she like looks at her pockets and like they're empty, and she goes, "No, I have this data." She's got the flash drive. I have this data, but we need to take this to the Deep Culture Institute today, now, yesterday. But I don't really think we should use that as a bargaining chip because that's the whole reason we're here.
Agreed.
Hmm.
Where is it that the prisoners are being held again?
So you
I have
don't.
the map.
So you know that there's like political prisoners at
Uh-huh.
the point 7 on the map.
7.
That's the Horizon House.
Uh-huh.
But where Nib has been taken is checkpoint Labu, which is point 3. So you're not really sure if they're taking a bunch of prisoners to this checkpoint or only specific people, or if they're
Okay.
taking them to both places. You're not entirely sure the dynamic that's going on here. But they are taking people to places. So
Do we need to take you to the Deep Culture Institute, or is that something that you can do on your
Nib
own?
first, and then come back here, and we'll figure it out from there if that's okay with you.
Okay.
No,
don't think
it's
that
not.
we
We're
should-
going to do the new.
I don't think we should go to the Deep Culture Institute until the whole martial law thing kind of calms down.
God, it'd be really funny to do that first, just to see how it could fuck everything up, right?
Well, it's not on this. It's not the Deep Culture Institute isn't in Asana Town, so the ports between the places are shut down, so it might be difficult.
I bet we could do it. I bet we could do it. We're not going to.
You could
but I bet
certainly
we could
try,
do it.
but there's a lot of bad guys if you do it. You will die.
And a lot of level ups.
You could farm them. You could farm the innocent civilians for XP and level up enough.
That's all this city is. It's secluded. We're just gonna farm it and bounce, dude.
Farm Asana Town. Kill them all.
Yeah, at least we found the title of the episode.
Farm us.
Kill them all. Also, if you haven't noticed, in the top right of this map, it says north is not up. It is up
Mhm.
and to the right.
Diagonal.
And
At an
that
angle.
Yeah,
is
that's
terrible.
that has thrown me off.
No reason for it at all. Just
Gotta love it.
it's just that's how it is.
We purposefully made this slightly off.
That's what they did with the fucking one of the maps in our Pathfinder game, right? It's just
Mhm,
oriented wrong. It's just,
Mhm.
there's enough.
Almost all of them are just like, I'm sorry, but west is straight up. And I'm like, why? Why would you do that? Make the map sideways. I don't
wanna look
care.
at it.
Just put north at the top. There should always be north at the top. It's crazy that you do anything else.
Right.
But it's fine. It's fine.
Okay. But I think we got everything we need to do to bounce.
Yeah, I think so too.
Okay. All right. So you guys are rested and have recovered some of your
Ingested.
hit point. Or I guess the next question is: do you want Teres to come with you, or do you want her to stay here? She wants to stay.
Yeah, I think her staying would be better just because
Okay.
it would be one more person that we need to kind of keep track of and be able to protect.
I just
So,
really hope she's not murdered when we get back.
I mean, that's
Or like,
fair.
or she gets
She's,
taken
like,
or some
torn out
shit.
of her
You could
house.
lock the door.
She has the key, right?
Lock her into the apartment,
She should lock the door.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Mhm.
That's usually how it works, one way or another. All right. I'm gonna
and
grab
then we
my
could
drink.
barricade it from the opposite side, just to really make sure nobody gets in.
Yeah, and I really don't want her to come because I kind of want an unbiased view on the relationship. I feel like she comes,
Mhm.
she's gonna bring a whole other energy that's just gonna
Mhm.
It's not going
I
to
feel
be
like
a clean
it's gonna throw everything
interaction.
off. Everybody's
will.
already got their thing,
Yeah.
we can just leave it at.
But yeah, I really hope she doesn't get ripped from her home. That
Well,
would
you
be-
know, we won't do anything about it. So
right.
Oh shit!
You know, you just have to save one. That's what they say.
right.
Just save one.
All right. Give me 1 second to read what next horrible thing happens to you guys.
Hey, wait, what?
I'm trying to pour a Guinness the right way.
Not
Is
supposed
that
to
how
be.
you do it?
It is. You're supposed to just turn Guinness completely upside down.
Oh wait, no, you drink it. That's right. How the fuck is
But it
that
does make it
somewhere?
harder to work. All right, so you guys are heading down. She gives you directions, and I would imagine, but you guys let me know, how are you moving through the city? Like, it is, things have definitely gotten worse. The whole martial law undesirables thing is becoming more apparent. Again, you do notice, because I want to mention, you guys gained information yesterday, there's really not a lot of these soldiers. They don't have a strong hold on the city. It is not, like, in your professional opinions, it is not enough people to actually hold this city. So
City.
there's not a lot of soldiers, but it's clear that, like, the people aren't happy about what's going on. So is there anything in particular you want to mention, or just kind of moving through the city like normal?
It's a down
I
act
do not have
normal,
any
everybody.
self-capability.
Yeah,
It's perfectly fine.
I'm-
I don't think there's. I just want to give an opportunity if anyone was thinking of anything to.
Yeah, I'm just going to be scanning all the soldiers that I can find.
Okay.
Just
Yeah.
Gonna
making a
profile of
list.
them all. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Go ahead.
Can I make a perception just to see, just like scan on rooftops, seeing if anybody's just like looking, like watching
Sure.
us?
Good call.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I was just gonna say Rex. Rex.
Yeah.
Ace.
Nice.
He's
Basically.
kind of just trying to keep like situational awareness of, but still just trying to, you know, keep his head down of not drawing attention to ourselves, but just kind of trying to be aware of what's going on, so that, oh hey, stuff's looking a little bad up there. Let's go a street over or something like that.
Not great. Perception of 13.
Okay. You see the occasional soldier standing on the roof, kind of watching the town. Again, few and far between, but you don't necessarily notice any of them like eyeing you in particular. They kind of just seem to be watching everything that's going on. Again, few and far between. Not a lot of soldiers in the town. So, like, you know, in maybe a 10 or 15 minutes into the walk, you've seen one or two, maybe. So nothing jumps out to you with that as like out of the ordinary for what's currently happening, at least. So I would say you guys kind of continue walking. You're scanning the rooftops. Maybe Sonny's making a list of all of the soldiers' faces, and you kind of get to a sidewalk, like an intersection, and there's like a mob of people with like signs. Like it's like a protest. It says not, like, they have signs that say like "Not Our Collective" and "Asana Town for Everyone." And there's 3 soldiers kind of in the front of them, like trying to get them to disperse. And when you're taking the roll call, looking at these, there's a match. You've already run into these guys. It's the 3 guys from yesterday, so they're still out causing mayhem. So yeah, it looks like
You said
again,
there's
2.
a protest, right?
What's that?
You said they're trying to stop a protest.
Yeah, like, but there's like a mob of protesters. The signs say "Not Our Collective, Asana Town for Everyone." It looks like, you know, the soldiers are outnumbered here and look fairly irritated, and so they have like their rifles trained on this crowd of like seemingly non-violent people, and they are like giving them, like, you know, final warning: get out of here, get out of here. And from the back of the mob, a bottle sails through the air and smashes at the soldiers' feet. And that kind of looks like it's just about to be the last straw for them. So let me pull you to another map that may look somewhat familiar to the last one that we were on.
Hey, wait a second.
And
Yeah,
Just
anything
going in
great.
circles.
let me know what you all want to do with this situation. So They haven't fired yet, but damn it, they look like they're close to firing into a group of innocent protesters. The protesters, I don't have pawns for them, but they're kind of like on this corner.
You want to just put like a okay? I was gonna say, do you want to like shade a spot or something where
Yeah,
they are, just so that we?
Oh, that was obviously a perfect color for that. It blends in just great. That's what I wanted.
Okay.
That's all right. So yeah, the protesters are kind of on this corner again. A bottle comes sailing from the front, so maybe the protest looks like it's about to start turning violent, but I don't know.
And we're coming up behind these guys.
Yep, you're coming up on them at this intersection.
Sidmore's gonna take a step forward and just like scream like hey, like kind of get their attention to look over at them.
Okay.
I'm gonna roll a diplomacy to try to like reason with them real quick.
Okay.
I'm gonna role play it out. I'm gonna roll this first.
Okay. Yeah, so if you yell and you go, hey, and they turn around and they're like, get out of here. That's kind of how they start.
Okay. That is a 16 to diplomacy. I'm essentially just gonna say, hold on, I need to get my voice. Okay. I got my voice. Got it. Okay. He's gonna get their attention whenever they look over. He's gonna be like, I know you want to attack them. They are just innocent people. Don't do it. I promise you this will only cause more chaos to erupt. With a 16 diplomacy.
Okay, one of the guys turns around and goes, they're not innocent. Look at them. They're throwing shit. Get out of here.
They are scared. What do you expect?
But that's right. You don't care if they're innocent or not. It doesn't matter to you. You're just here to rape and pillage.
Whoa,
Okay.
No one said anything about raping them.
I saw you, Jeremy.
Wait a minute.
Insight to see if his name is Jeremy.
Sonny, do you want to give me a roll here too?
Sounds very
So
good
you
at
can do a
anything.
diplomacy or intimidate. There's like two of the
Can I roll
non-violent
to
routes you can go here.
assist?
On what? Or with what? What is Sonny gonna roll? What are you gonna
intimidate.
Roll? Okay.
I'm assisting with intimidate of just trying to look menacing. You know, I've got the helmet that you can't see my face type of thing, and I've got my gun out. So, +1 to intimidate. I don't think a 3 total is gonna help much.
3 is not gonna help on the assist. Sonny, do you wanna?
I mean, sure. Sonny's more just angry. His voice is cracking. He's not. This isn't like his
sense.
forte. He's not diplomatic. He's just mad.
Yeah.
Can I back up? Can I get
Yeah,
away
while,
from this
while
combat?
they're talking, yeah, you could start to back up. Maybe not super far down the street, but, like a normal conversation's length of time.
So yeah, I only have a 7 intimidate.
What'd you get?
7.
Oh, 7
I
total.
thought you said you had. Okay.
7 total.
Okay.
No, I have a -1.
They go,
I have a +1.
Wait! They kind of look at you. They're like, "Wait, you all have guns?" And they all point their rifles at you. And let's go ahead and roll for initiative here.
That's right. Right over here, big boy.
2 to initiative.
All right, so let me actually give me a second to create an
terrible.
encounter here. So this is going to be. I need to
Oh yeah.
toggle combat, toggle combat, toggle combat.
And we tell you what the initiative is, right?
Yeah, and I'll get it
Okay.
added in here. Yeah. Let's see.
Okay.
Toggle combat.
It's
toggle
been a minute.
combat. It has been a minute. It's been a minute for me too. So, okay. So let's start with Hyperion. What?
Whoa.
Actually, let's see. Update combatant's initiative value. What is your initiative value?
Whoa.
Well,
12?
2.
Sorry.
Yes.
I thought you said well. I don't know
Said it.
why.
I said it 2
It's-
times.
I thought you went well.
12.
To be
Well,
fair,
Well,
I thought you said
12.
bow, and I was like, what?
Yep.
Sidmore.
Wow. 14.
14?
Hey, ditto.
Okay, who's got the higher initiative bonus?
I only have a
+3.
+1. Yep, you got it.
So I will make you a 15 then, Sonny.
Well, mine is a 15.
Okay. I will make Sidmore's
And you get a bonus. And you get a bonus.
Actually, I think I can just have you both at 12 and then just rearrange it. Or both at. Would you got
14.
both of you at 14? Yeah, okay.
Mhm.
Okay, come back. Let's see. Sure can't. Okay. That's annoying. Ace, what did you say you got?
15.
Okay, so you got a 16. So, Ace, Sunny, Sidmore, Hyperion? What it sounds like?
Very possible.
Okay, give me a second here. I did not pre-roll any of these guys' initiatives because why would I plan ahead? Let's see. Their initiative is. Got it.
I'll be right back.
Okay. You guys cannot see their initiative in the initiative
Correct.
tracker,
Right.
correct? Okay, cool. You might have seen one of theirs for a second, but that's fun. Alrighty. We are starting with our good friend Ace. Ace, in your face.
It's the helpful place with the hardware folks, right?
Mhm.
The place with
Ace is the
helpful hardware
place with the helpful hardware, folks.
folks.
All right.
I'm
And I
back.
will note
I'm
there's like a
going
group of
to-
civilians still behind them.
Yeah.
They haven't quite dispersed yet, but you would imagine if shots start going off that they're probably going to
Yeah.
scatter and not just to sit there. But we'll see what happens.
And it doesn't look. Is all of this area?
So those are these are like buildings, so this is-
rooftops. Okay.
Yeah, so this is probably like 2 stories up here.
Okay.
Probably
just trying to see if
all
there
these
was any
corners are
sort
like
of,
two
like,
stories up,
Partial
maybe.
cover.
Yeah, not really. It looks like
Okay.
any sort of vehicles or anything like that have kind of abandoned or gone home in the chaos of martial law. So the streets
Okay.
feel fairly empty right now.
Okay. Cool. Then I think Ace is just going to move to the other side of the street because he does not want to fire going towards civilians. He's going to try and fire away.
Look who took their hunter's safety.
You damn right he did. And reaction cannon. That's just +1 to attack. So, and is this? I forget. Is this going to be against EAC? No, it's a projectile. Okay.
Who are you
So
shooting
this
at
would be
here again?
KAC. What's that?
Who are you firing against?
Oh,
I don't
I'm
have
gonna
them
go
colored,
for
I guess, so that's
bottom
okay.
dude, not
Okay.
not the guy on the right. I guess you can see where my mouse is. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
I can
So
give
I'm
them,
firing at this guy first.
I can give them a tint color, I think. Yeah. Oh, that's very tinted.
Yeah, there we go,
now,
blue.
but I will do it regardless.
Kind of a tweener. Does a 15 hit KAC?
That is a great
guessing-
question that I will answer.
I'm guessing
in
probably not.
1 second. 15 against EAC is a hit.
KAC.
KAC is also a hit.
It is? Okay, cool. It's only a D10. I want my D12s back. Not bad damage. 5 damage.
Okay. He takes 5 points of damage. I need to remember how these guys fight. right, he takes 5 points of damage. That is Ace's turn. Dylan, are you back?
I'm back.
Cool.
And I think just as like, as Ace is like running across the street to kind of get shit started, he's gonna start yelling at the civilians, "Get the hell out of here! Get away from here! Shit's going down!"
Yeah, and after you take that shot, they start to scatter pretty heavily, so it's probably not something you need to seriously worry about. Right
Concerned
now.
about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't figure, but
Yeah.
still, he's gonna be.
Yeah, no, that's good.
Yep.
Good role play.
Oh,
Oh man, what do we got going on here?
yeah, a mistake. How do you?
Give me a sec. I should be able to select.
Get out of here.
No, actually, what you selected there. What you
Oh,
drew.
I got it.
Okay.
It was the first thing on the measurement tool, the circle.
Okay.
Trying to find out how far away I am.
You should be able to click on the person and then use the measure tool. So click on the person in the top left, like the little person
Yeah.
icon, and then there's the,
And
the
then
third
there's a
tool
ruler.
down, the ruler down. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Okay, 45, 40. Okay. So I'm gonna use a movement action to identify with my medkit, with my micro lab rather.
Okay. And what's
Um,
the? Okay.
It's just the identify DC.
Okay.
With the movement, with the move action, I get a 28.
Yeah, that is
automatically.
more than enough.
Okay.
So what do you get to learn about them again? Is this similar to my esoteric lore check where you just like learn that sort of thing?
Pretty
Or
much.
you-
I think it's the exact same thing, just with Starfinder.
These are just Lashunta soldiers, so they don't have any sort of or I guess which one are you doing it on? Are you doing it on the two like blue, yellow, blue? Okay.
Blue's the one I'm closest to.
Yeah, so yeah, he is just a Lashunta soldier. So there's no special abilities necessarily. Like, you know that they have like limited telepathy, but they don't have any resistances or weaknesses or anything.
They're not weak to light.
Correct. They are not weak.
No
to
weak light? Is there not? I have that. I have it.
Oh shit! Yeah, they are not weak to light. So
Maybe next time.
maybe next time. Maybe not.
Go back to that ranch. I'm gonna go back to that ranch, and I'm gonna show you guys again.
Mhm. Okay, well, having learned everything that Sonny's gonna learn
Yeah.
about these basic bitches, he's just gonna level his rifle and take a shot at Jeremy.
Okay. Jeremy's blue.
Jeremy's blue.
Cool.
That's a natty 1.
Natural 1. Let's go.
In my
Use the
feelings.
dice. Okay, this is
take
energy
a breath.
damage, right? It will be.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see the critical. Oh my god. Is it sonic damage?
Yeah.
We hit an extreme critical fail here.
Ooh.
Oh wow.
Which very,
no.
very, very rarely happens.
Has that ever happened?
I think it's happened like once or twice, maybe.
Ugh.
So the extreme sonic is. Did you hear that? You are deafened for 4d4 rounds.
Ooh.
4D. What?
That's crazy.
Let me roll that here. Yeah,
For
it's
the rest of
extreme.
this.
Yeah, you're
combat.
maybe you didn't clean your rifle very well last night, and so it
Backblasted right in your
blast-
face.
Yeah.
Everything I do in the moment, so it had to
Oh
be.
my god. 4d4. I rolled 2, 3, 4, 4. So that is going to be 8, 10,
13.
13 rounds.
Damn.
Alright.
He's deafened for 13 rounds.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
My God. Our Sonic guy, our guy who does Sonic attacks with his.
Honestly,
Alright, whatever.
I mean,
Not
I
the
don't know
worst
how
one.
much you need to hear for his is a thing. So
No, I know where all the dials are. I know what to do. I don't have
Yeah.
to listen for my
Um,
frequencies.
do you know what? Okay, let's see what deafen does. Let's read this. Oh, God
And
damn it! I clicked on tell me more. DE.
Tell
Yeah,
me more, tell me
Oh, I should have
more.
done
Do
this at
you know
Bethesda,
how to
shouldn't I?
click?
You take a
We're in the-
-4 penalty to initiative checks and opposed perception checks, and you automatically fail sound-based perception checks.
makes sense.
So yeah, you will be
Okay.
okay. It is definitely more of a thematic thing right now.
Yeah, my
But
rifle just blew up in my face.
yeah. So Starfinder's 6-second rounds, right? So you're deaf for about a little over a minute. You're deaf for 78 seconds here, which will probably be the entire combat. I would hope so. All right,
Oh, I.
3 bad guys. Already got
It's
a hit
not
on
that'd
one
be
of them.
nuts.
Yeah.
Absolutely
All
nuts.
Up next is our Ifrit friend from the Brass Dragons. So he is going to take a step down to. Oh, I'm still on that tool, and he is going to level his rifle and fire at the closest target, which is going to be our fox friend, Mr. Sidmore. He has his laser rifle already out because he was about to shoot at civilians. So let me
Like
roll-
an asshole.
like an
I think he
asshole.
takes a -5 from being an asshole.
Oh, is that right? Interesting.
The morality tax.
Yeah.
I have
Cheese
things in my
tax,
dice
the
box
cheese.
now. I'm getting cracked die out the ass. Okay, so that is going to be a 14 to hit against EAC, Sidmore.
Yes, I'll hit.
Okay. So this is going to be fire damage. I rolled max damage. That is, I rolled an 8. I rolled a wolf on my Geralt die on my D8. So that is going to be 8 points of fire damage.
All right.
Blasts ya. Okay, how do I? Can I? I should have done that in the game because I think it would have actually used the ammo, but that's okay. I can keep track of that. All right, that is all he's going to do. He's going to take a step, fire at Sidmore, and be off. And Sidmore, it is now your turn.
Okay. 8. Okay, so he didn't like that.
Fair.
That's yeah, completely valid.
But it did some good little amount of damage to him. So
Yeah.
he's a little scared.
Also valid.
And so he just like, oh, okay, that hurt pretty good. I know whenever I am beat in a combat, which is why I have my worse half. And then he pops a bottle of intoxicant, and he downs the entire thing, like an entire like handle of intoxicant.
I think I know what you're going
And
for
then
here.
he goes, I do apologize to the rest of the crew. And he like starts to like hunch over. And then he like slowly kind of like all the fur fades from him, and then he turns back into like an older human. And he goes, I guess Sidmore needed my help again. And then he sees the threat in front of him. And so he has his Dashko. And he's going to not
I
move all
think
the way
did we
up to
decide? I can't remember what we decided. Is that going to be the end of your turn to do that? I think we decided that's a full.
Did we decide that?
I think so. I'm going back. I think it's in our notes. Give me 1 second. Because what did you just use?
Intoxicant.
Minor or superior? I think you probably used your superior, right?
Yeah, that's all I have.
Okay, so yeah, you are. It's a full round. That's what we decided. If you scroll to our
Okay.
message from June 17th, 2024. So, you used this round to take out your intoxicant and
Down that
drink this
bitch.
up and become this guy. So okay, cool. All right, so that is. Oh man, I need to.
Oh, okay. So that don't make sense now. Okay, okay.
What was your fuck? You were 14. Okay. All right. It is now Hyperion's turn.
Ah, finally. I think Hyperion, you're gonna like see from his perspective for a moment, and you're gonna see him like zoom in on the other party members, and you see them all like take out their guns, like shouting and like shooting at these guys, and he's like, "Ah, combat has begun." And so he was because he like hustled over to the other side of the street. He's got his sniper rifle out. You haven't seen him use it yet, and he's going to be and he's gonna like reach the back of his head and like flip a switch, and it's just you're just gonna see like on his screen it's just gonna say sniper mode activated, and he just like gets proficiency with sniper rifles now, and he's just gonna take a shot.
Fuck yeah. Who you taking a shot at?
Well, let me check a couple of things here really quick.
I think yellow, you might be shooting through Ace, so I think you have probably a clear line on blue and white, probably.
All right, and blue's been shot at already, right?
Yes, that's who I shot at.
I thought you shot at yellow.
All right.
Okay.
No, I shot at blue.
Oh, okay.
Cool.
1 second.
Jeremy.
Well, all right. I will target anybody who's already been hit that I have a clear line of sight at. Is that blue?
Yep, that's gonna be blue.
All right. Well, not my best attempt here. Let me see if I can activate this thing. I don't know how to activate it. It gives me proficiency in the chosen weapon type for 1 hour.
Might just have to
I think non-proficiency bonus is as a -4 maybe. So I think it's only a 10 to hit. So that's probably gonna be a miss. It is gonna be against EAC. It is a fire
10
sniper
against
rifle.
EAC is a hit.
Is it?
Oh, these
Whoa!
ones. Oh, let's
All right.
fuck them up.
All right. Didn't think I'd get to do this. Okay. 1d8 fire damage. 1 point of damage. But yeah, it's a diasporan rifle, so I guess I'm just shooting lasers at this guy.
Fuck yeah. Very Star Wars.
Exactly. Let's use it.
Exactly. One shot. I barely graze him, and I'm just like, the next one will be better, I promise.
You have a rifle shot on your soundboard thing? Is that still
I do
working?
I
not.
don't think I do. I actually have no idea what's on my
There we go.
soundboard anymore.
That worked.
That was mine.
That'll
Nice.
do. All right.
Well done.
So it was a move action to go into sniper mode, right? And then your shot. So that's it.
Yeah. Yep, that's it.
All right. So that is going to be your turn. So next up is going to be Blue's turn. So Blue has taken some hits now. And so he is going to level his rifle at Ace up top because he's the one that hit him the hardest, and so he's gonna level his it doesn't look super advanced, this rifle that he's got, but he's gonna level it and see if he can't hit you with it. Natural 20.
Ooh.
Get to use both decks tonight. Actually, no, not a named character, so we don't use the deck. Are we doing that?
Yeah,
Are we doing
only
that
blue is
Starfinder too. Yeah. Okay. So a natural 20 is going to be, but I do need to remember because I think that Starfinder just has shit, right? Doesn't look like he's got any. This thing has any special abilities. Okay, it does not. So it's just going to be roll twice for damage. Because Starfinder. I need some roll twice. Alright, so this is going to be shit damage. That's going to be 6 points of piercing damage. As this hunting rifle just shoots into you.
And they weren't
Okay.
even issued rifles; they're just bringing their own from home.
Exactly. Alright, that is going to be that guy's turn. And so we have the other guy now. Yellow is going to do the same thing. He's going to... actually, he's not going to do the same thing. He is going to... Because I want to make things hard on myself, of course. He is going to... let's see. Let me try something real quick. Let me pull up my measurement tools. He's going to try to throw. He's going to draw a frag grenade and try to throw it in the center of the street with
That's
a
something that I get a reflex on.
15-foot sphere burst. Probably. I'm pretty sure you do. Frag. Actually, just look up Grenade Starfinder, because we love grenades out here. They're totally worth it and super good. And I only need to hit a 5, so let me make sure I hit first, and then we'll figure out how that works.
Okay.
Okay. Yep, I hit that. Grenades, some grenades have additional effects. Explosion radius. Okay, so yes, all of you give me a reflex save.
Not bad. 20 after bonus.
Okay, yep, that is more than good.
7.
It's great.
Okay, hold on, let me make sure I got this DC. Okay, so DC is equal to 10 plus half the grenade's level plus your dexterity modifier. So 10.
I failed.
What'd you get?
7.
Okay. Sidmore, what'd you get?
I was also a 7.
Damn,
So
dude.
2 fails and a pass. I don't know. I don't think it's just... Is it just half damage still in...
Yeah, and then you take no damage if you're like an operative.
If you've got the evasion trait, that's right.
Yeah.
Okay, so this isn't a lot of damage, so don't fret. But let's
How's
see.
fretting?
Let's see what it is.
Fretting is in my nature.
In fact, I rolled a 1 on damage, which means everyone just takes 1 point of damage. Because half of 1 is 1. Okay, well that was...
I don't fully agree with the logic there, but that's fine.
As far as D&D math goes, half
Uh-huh.
of 1 equals 1. Alright,
Uh-huh.
that is the end of round 1. Ace, you are
You
back
burnt-
up.
Burnt the
Okay.
glitter off of Sigmar and Ice Fur.
Say again?
Burnt the glitter off our fur.
Oh no!
Mhm.
'Cause you're gonna
I no
to
longer
go
have
and
fur, I'm
take
a
another
human.
shower.
Bastard.
Oh yeah, yours is all over the ground now.
Yeah.
Gross.
Oh, I need to subtract that.
That's rough, buddy.
All right, going to take another shot at blue.
Okay.
Ooh. 19 to hit.
19's gonna be a hit.
Need to keep that die. That one's wanting to play tonight. For 8 damage on blue again.
And blue goes
Yes.
down.
Nice.
Actually, blue dies. There's not a go down for NPCs, so.
Damn.
And then I forget it. If we don't move, do we get us like? Could we do a second attack with a penalty to attack? Like a minus- like minus-
Full attack?
Something.
Yeah, a full attack, right?
It's a full round action, isn't it?
Full actions. You can spend a full action to make. Okay, so you have to declare it beforehand. You can spend a full attack to
Gotcha.
make 2 attacks, each with a -4 penalty to the attack rolls.
Gotcha. Okay.
I had
Then
forgotten to, so
yeah. Then yeah. I think that'll be okay. Then I'll just leave it.
okay. Sonny, you are up. But you haven't heard anything since your gun blew back and took out your eardrums.
Yeah, I'm just frantically looking around, making sure everyone's good. I see the blue guy finally go down, and he looks over and see Ace. Just gives him a weary thumbs up. But
Returns the thumbs up.
I'm a little far away, so I just need to take a step. I'll stand next to Mister. And I'm gonna just fire at White.
You brass dragon, Ifrit.
Sweet, with a 22 to hit.
It's gonna be a crit if that was how this game works, but it's just a hit.
Nah, I think it's a crit.
It's a crit in my heart.
It is a crit.
Crit hit.
That's okay. It's a hell of a hit.
For 3 points of sonic damage.
3 points of sonic damage. Alright.
And Sonny pats Mister on the back, and doesn't try to talk or anything, but just gives him the I see you thumbs up, sort of like acknowledgement. You know, like an avatar.
Alright. Alright, so that is Sonny's turn. We are going back to the White again. White is going to take his rifle and aim at Sonny, who just shot at him, and try to take a shot at him. And he is going to get a natural 1.
Solid.
So he misses.
Yay.
Alright.
He's looking at Mister, and he just sees a laser go right in front of his face. Didn't hear it coming.
You might have just seen that fox drink a beer and turn into a human too. That might have really thrown him off just a little bit. So.
There's definitely
Just a little
liquor of
bit.
some sort. I don't know what the liquor's gonna be. I haven't decided that yet, but it's
Yeah.
liquor. It's
Yeah.
like hardcore liquor.
So, that is going to be his turn. It is now Ramdus's turn.
All right. Ramdus is confused as fuck. He doesn't know why he's here. He just woke up in a body in the middle of battle. But
As we all do.
kind of pieced it together pretty quickly. So, has Yellow been hit at all?
Yellow has not been hit. Wait, no, Yellow has not been hit.
Okay. Ramdus is gonna see him. He's gonna. Well, you guys are firing at us, so I might come back and hit you. So he's gonna move. Ooh, I'm in the wrong thing. Yep. There we go. Right up to there. With his dash go out, and he's gonna swing on him.
Okay.
He's gonna swing real hard on him. $19 to hit.
19's going to be a hit.
Seven points of piercing damage.
All right, that's a big hit. He's
Not bad
not
hit.
feeling well.
As he hits him, he's like, you know, honestly, I don't even know why I fight anymore. I just wake up in combat these days.
So cynical.
All right. He's kind of got a look in his eye like maybe he should not be here anymore. Yellow does. Maybe it's no longer worth it. So Hyperion, you are up.
All right. Who can I make regret being here? All right.
Hmm.
Blue's down.
Blue's down.
Yeah.
Blue's dead.
Blue's dead. Yellow is thinking about fleeing, and gray is just hanging out. All right. How far away are these guys, actually? I probably should have measured.
Got it.
Okay. Yeah,
Weird.
they're pretty good. Pretty good little chunk away. So I can aim, increasing my range to 250 feet, and then take a shot at gray. Do you think I got an open shot
Yeah, I think so.
well enough? All right.
Move, action, aim. Is that what that is?
Move action to aim
Okay.
with the sniper. That is going to be a whopping 14 against EAC.
Well, 14 against the AC is a hit.
All right,
Nice.
and there's additional 2 points of fire damage. We're working our way up.
Okay. That is 8. Oh, I didn't mean to say that out loud. Okay, got it.
8.
Alright, that will be your turn then. Next guy is done. So we are to yellow, and he is just like, they don't pay me enough to do this. And he is going to try to, yeah, exactly, dip the hell out of here. He is just going to start running.
Does that provoke?
It does.
You're in
It's
melee range.
Starfinder. Wow, I forgot this is Starfinder. That is.
I'm going for it. Ron just doesn't know what the fuck's going on, and he is an enemy.
Do I? What's the key? Oh, there we go. I can do this.
Is it just a straight up to attack? Roll nothing
Yep.
crazy.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just attack.
It's gonna be a 16.
16's a hit.
Eight. Nope. 9. 9 points piercing damage.
You.
Does that kill him?
Yeah, kill him.
Okay, so yeah, he's gonna like as he starts to run, he's like, wait, where are you going? And he like swings the axe
Mhm.
under, clips his knees, and he's gonna fall into his face and smash his face in.
I
Jesus
thought you
Christ.
wanted to play.
I'm like, oh, and he's gonna
Okay.
turn to white. And he's like, seems like your friend's not getting away.
Good God.
What was that? Oh shit. Okay. All right. So that is going to be his turn because he is dead, and we are back up to Ace. Ace in your face.
All right. Think I'm gonna go ahead and aim at white here.
Okay.
12 to hit.
What's EAC or KAC?
Okay.
That's gonna be a miss.
I kind of figured.
So that's
And-
you still have a move action if you'd like.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and move back over here just since I know that Hyperion has been firing over my head, so
Some
kind of
sniper
give him a
shots.
little bit better of a clearer shot.
Cool. Yep. Works for me. All right, that is gonna be your turn, Sonny. You are up.
Yeah, Sonny sees yellow try and run, and very much expects white to do the same, but internally is feeling none of that. So he's gonna go ahead and try and fire twice.
Okay. They're a -4 for both.
Mm-hmm. So we got a 13 and a 21.
Those are both against EAC.
Yep.
Yep, those are gonna be 2 hits.
Awesome. Okay, that's going to be 7 points in total.
Okay. He is still up. Alright, so that's full round action, so that is all you can do here. So it is his turn now. So he like boom gets hit again. His like ears are ringing, he's got a crazy headache. And he's just gonna drop his gun and he's gonna surrender. He just puts his hands up. He's like, no, they don't pay me enough for this. I don't even hate those people. Please, just let me go. Just let me go. And he drops the gun and he just like slowly starts like stepping backwards, like in a peaceful type of way. So
The second he does that, Ramdas is gonna because he notices he's kind of looking at people behind Ramdas. This whole time, Ramdas had no idea anybody else was in this fight. He thought he was alone, just having to do this because he's drunk and not paying attention. And so he turns around kind of to see who he's talking to, and he sees everybody, and he kind of starts to realize, recognize some people from earlier.
Yeah.
And he's like, I think I recognize a couple of you. What do I do? And he's has his axe, he's ready to fucking keep fighting this dude, finish him off. But he's asking
Ace,
everybody else.
question: is there non-lethal attacks in this game? I forget. Could we knock him out to where we can? Because I don't want him going back to tell
That's
people.
a good idea, whippersnapper. I got some cufflinks. I could fucking handcuff him.
Yeah. You could handcuff him if you want to do that, or I could. I think there is non-lethal damage.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can. Yeah, I think you can just say.
I think it's the same penalty.
Yeah, lethal damage with a weapon. All right, non-lethal damage with a weapon that deals lethal damage. You can use a weapon that deals lethal damage to do non-lethal damage, but you take a -4 penalty to your attack roll.
Or we could just punch him in the head.
Yeah, Ace will say, "Don't kill him, but don't let him go. See if we can hold him. We don't want.
Just don't.
We don't want him
don't
giving
kill me.
advance warning.
Don't kill me.
Lock him up. I got it. Walks around behind him and puts him in handcuffs.
On a scale of 0 to 13, I'm feeling like a 1 right now. All right, so yeah, you can cuff him up if that's something that you have. All right, we will end the combat. Doesn't seem like there is anything else to be done there. So what do you guys do now? Got this guy cuffed. There's 2 dead bodies in the middle of the street. Yeah, walk me through what your thoughts are after diffusing this public protest situation.
I'm thinking Ace isn't just wanting to leave these bodies out in the middle of nowhere. He would like to try and not necessarily dispose of them, but maybe hide them to where, if things are, they're not going to be immediately discovered.
Yeah, I mean they're of normal humanoid size and weight, so you could throw them in an alley, but you would be able to move them one at a time. Like each one of you could move one at a time and move them somewhere more discreet.
I think Hyperion is going to see everybody stop shooting, and he's going to zoom in again and see everybody lowering their weapons, and then he's going to be like, "I never know what they want."
I guess I'm standing down. Is there
I think I'm gonna move, keep an angle on these guys, but just watch what's going on.
Is there an alley or a safe spot we can get out of the street?
Sure. Yeah. Not on this map necessarily, but you guys could maybe drag them, continue on your way, drag the bodies, and walk this guy into an alley just up the road. Yeah, that's fine.
Can I use my wisdom to ascertain whether or not any of the valuables or personal items on any of these soldiers would maybe belong to a child, or perhaps maybe a loved one or something that they obviously stole from a family?
Sure, if you want to give me a perception check. I will let you know what they have on them in general, but I will let you roll a perception check to ascertain if you think they have anything else that might not belong to them.
Do they have any more
16.
grenades?
What'd you say, Dylan?
16.
16? You don't see anything. It doesn't look like they were stealing anything or taking anything from anyone. That seemed to be more the non-soldier people, like the other looters that were maybe taking stuff. But
there were looters with these soldiers as they were tearing.
Yep.
Okay.
Other people that were kind of dicks about it. So, so I will let you guys know what's on their bodies here. Let me start with yellow. Yellow does blue. I guess blue does still have one grenade on them, so they have a frag grenade 1. I'll start with blue actually, because they did not throw there. They each had one frag grenade on them. So there is a frag grenade. There is a long sword. There is a hunting rifle. There is Lashunta ringwear 1. And there is a cred stick with 50 credits on it on each of them. So let me take a screenshot of this stuff. And you guys can do what you want with it.
What's the full name of the longsword?
Just longsword.
Yeah, it's a medieval longsword.
Standard longsword standard.
Yep. All right, I'm gonna put this in just campaign here. I just realized when you posted that. What a good fucking show. Okay, so that is what blue had on them. I guess technically they would only have 5 in their rifle now as far as rounds go because they did shoot. I just didn't update that. I'm not super worried about it. And the other guy has the same thing, but minus the grenade. Let me know if you guys have trouble finding any of that or confused on that. Feel free to talk amongst yourselves. We can do that at post-show too to divvy that up. But the assumption is that you guys can take any of that you want. It'd be 100 credits between you all too, between the 4 of you.
It kind of sucks that it's so ubiquitous in this game, but the Lashunta ringwear always makes me think of ringworm when I see it.
Ringworm, Lashunta ringworm.
It's actually just a ringworm you let infect.
Very off-putting.
I have some. I've got a fair amount of rounds for long arm, a long arm weapon. So if anyone else needs them, go for it. I don't have any sort of a melee, so I will take a longsword. I don't plan on using it, but it's always good to have one.
Yeah. Yeah. So there would be probably, it looks like about 50 rounds between the two of them, long ammo. 47 technically, but I'm not going to get, we don't have to get to 2.
I think Hyperion will make a statement when he gets closer. He's like, "I'm sorry, I'm all electric. I just need batteries."
Yeah.
You can't use ammunition. I'm sorry, but yeah.
Okay.
It's all right.
I mean, if no one else will take it, then I'll go ahead and grab them.
Yeah, I don't need any of this stuff.
Okay.
So yeah, you guys can grab stuff to sell at some point too if you would like, or leave it on them. I don't care. Live your life.
I don't care.
But okay, so you guys drag this guy and these bodies to
I will say as we're moving, kind of like gathering all this stuff and then finally moving this dude. Rom just will look around and be like, okay. I recognize a couple of you guys, but what the hell is going on? What did Mr. Sidmore drop me in on now?
We are under martial law. We need to keep a low profile, but these soldiers were acting unjustly. So we eliminated them from the equation.
So you're dealing with the government regime going on right now.
Yes, and we are also on the sun.
Oh, okay. It seems a bit much. So, and he goes into his pack, pulls out a fucking like EpiPen, and just stabs himself in the leg. And he goes, and he just completely like goes back down, like kind of like hunches back over, and then he reverts back into his fox form, and Sidmore comes back out.
Oh my god.
I will admit, I did not have that on my bingo card.
Sonny throws up.
Ugh. I never get used to that transition. I hope he wasn't too disrespectful.
Oh my god. Okay, sorry. Yes, I will have to get used to that as well.
I do apologize. It is a condition I have to live with, but he is useful for getting me out of sticky situations.
I find that very interesting. It is a condition that you have another person inside of you who is a fox.
Some would call it split personality.
Do you think that I could also have a split personality?
Well, maybe somebody could perhaps program it into your coding.
Oh, I don't think that's a good idea. I wouldn't mess with anything
Oh
in
no,
there.
absolutely not. It would be a terrible idea. I'm just saying it could probably be done. Anyway, I see we have dealt with 2 of these people, and we have left 1 alive. Where are we headed?
Are there any like civilians that are like poking their head out of their doors just that they
Yeah.
can
You probably see
like
people like maybe after a minute or two, the gunfire's calmed down, people kind of start coming back out, that sort of thing, start gathering again. Still martial law, so the streets are a little bit quieter than maybe they normally
Yeah.
would be, but
I'm gonna try and get someone and be like, hey, can someone take this guy and hide him for a while? I don't know. We can't bring him with us, but we don't we don't want him getting back to his headquarters and letting them know of the trouble that was going on here and causing more problems for you guys.
yeah,
We
if
will
you want
make
to
it
try,
worth your while.
yeah, if you want to try to do that, I think the system would probably. I mean, like, yeah, I guess I probably could. He doesn't look too healthy. I would rather not have any guns in my house. If you could hold on to his gun, that would be great. But we'll take him.
We'll
He's got
we'll take the gun.
yeah, he's got a number of things on him. If you want to search him, he's got a azimuth laser rifle on him.
Oh my.
He's got I guess he used his frag grenade. I didn't mark that off. He's also got a longsword, and he's got a second skin, as well as 2 batteries for the laser rifle.
I would take the batteries. As I stated before, I am all electric.
Let me take a screenshot of that too. This guy wants you to for sure take the rifle, but you guys can take whatever else you want.
Yeah, I guess we want to wait and divvy stuff up after the session.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Sure.
But that is the loot that he has. So, like, it's like, oh, thank you for not killing me, and yeah. So, after that, you guys ready to continue on, moving towards
so.
checkpoint.
Wait, is this soldier conscious?
Yeah, he's awake. He's got 1 HP.
Okay, yeah, Sonny just knocks him out.
Okay.
He doesn't like. He does not like that he's still conscious.
Yeah. So now he's unconscious and in handcuffs, and so the citizen is not able to move them because they are weak.
Would it be easy enough travel that we could do like the 10-minute rest to recover some stamina?
Yeah, you guys got more than 10 minutes, and 10-minute rest doesn't necessarily mean you have to just be sitting down. It just means that you not.
I'm actually.
don't-
I'm not going to use
will
the
s-
resolve for the 1 point.
I was almost through my stamina, so I'm gonna go
Okay,
ahead
yeah,
and do it.
yeah.
I will say for me, it's probably like getting to the next thing as quickly as possible because I only
Mhm.
have an hour where I can use the sniper rifle.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, I was figuring like just kind of
Yeah, while you're
through
walking,
without.
you
Yeah.
guys can take a 10-minute rest.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Because the 10-minute rest doesn't necessarily mean you just have. It just means you're not doing anything else. So
Super
walking is-
strenuous.
Yep, walking is fine. So I will say it probably takes. Let's look at this map again here. Let me pull you guys back to this. So we started our adventure at about 1. We're headed to 3. So you were probably 10 minutes into your walk. You got another 10 minutes to go to get to 3 here, to get to checkpoint Labu. Let me see. I don't know if I have flavor text for this. I feel like I should, but I don't know if I do.
An aroma of cinnamon wafts through the air.
Gingerbread. You can hear Mariah Carey.
Ginger snaps.
I guess I can just say. Okay, so you guys kind of roll up to this building. It looks like it's an old police station. So there's like fences and gates around it. There looks to be a couple different entrances. There's like a roadblock type of like front door that looks like it's got two like guard stations / like towers to either side of it. So there's an opportunity to enter there potentially. But you guys could scout this building out. You could walk right up to it. You could do pretty much however you want to try to approach this next upcoming building. You can, but I think we will save that for next time. And I want to end the session by saying, after helping out those citizens and saving the lives of that crew, you kind of feel a little bit stronger, maybe.
Hey,
and
yo.
You guys hit level 2.
Hey.
What?
Ooh.
Hey, yo.
Fuck yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. So you almost feel like maybe if you would have, I don't know, helped the people first and then went to sleep, you would have leveled up after that first fight. But since you let those people get attacked and waited for another fight, that you had to take a little bit longer to level. I mean, I'm not, but that doesn't matter. So, all right. So we will talk about level ups at the beginning of our next session, and we will approach this checkpoint Labu and see if we can't figure out what's going on here. Yeah. I will catch you guys next week. Thanks for hanging out. Not next week. A couple
Bye,
weeks
stream.
probably. Bye, stream. Thanks for hanging.
See you in 6
Hopefully
months.
Not a couple months.
Ta-ta.
Yeah.
We gotta do our Christmas games, and then we got Valentine's Day games, St. Patrick's Day.
Oh, yeah.
We'll be back eventually. So bye.